we are going to go live in a moment.
All right, let me get on Facebook. He says, well, we're waiting.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Are you ready indeed? It's us.
Oh.
Just the G's. Just here to entertain everyone.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Hold on
I'm
one
good.
second. I'm just trying to find this. Here we
I've
go.
been toiling trying to use this OBS software.
How's it working out?
I think it's I pray it's working out. I'm hoping somebody out there
Hey,
hears
Steve
us.
Gescheitel, man. What's up, dude? I used to work with this guy.
People popping in already?
Another stay-at-home dad, ex-pipe fitter, Steve Gescheitel.
That's weird because I don't understand. Because you said the term for stay-at-home dad was fag, but I don't know what the FAG stands for.
Fitter at guard.
Okay.
You know, so we're at guard at home,
Nice.
and we're ex-fitters.
No, nice. Steve, do me a favor. Just let us know how our sound is. Hey, Terry, let us know how our sound is. I don't want to be blasting. We're still kind of playing around with this.
Steve, you should come on the show sometime, man. You would enjoy this. This guy will laugh he'll make you laugh your ass off. He's fucking forget about it.
You just selling fucking spots where you got blank contracts in your pocket?
He says, looking good, sound is good. Whoa.
Nice. What about Gio?
Yeah, what about me?
No comment. Better than last night. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Now he plays in a band. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Future
do you
superstar?
know? Oh Jesus Christ. He's played
This could take a while.
What's the name of that place across the river in
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Steve, plug your band. In
Manhattan?
not Manhattan, in Poughkeepsie. The Chance. You know the fucking Chance? He plays at the fucking Chance, this guy.
I don't go to Poughkeepsie. I don't have bulletproof armor.
My point is, he says Jeff is a mess.
You have a point?
He knows about sound, this guy. He's a good sound guy. Because
So in other words,
he plays guitar.
He can hear. He's capable of hearing.
Well, not just hearing. He's going to give you the lingo that you're looking for. Public Johnson is his band. Okay? They've been playing for, I'm going to think, I've known him for 20 years. So they've been playing at least 20 years, these guys, I think.
So I'm assuming that means a public penis?
Johnson,
Okay.
if you will.
So, Steve, feel free to plug your band. Whatever. If you got links, if you got a YouTube page, comment it.
Oh yeah, they got and he plays at the Chance all the time. This guy, he's quite the the entertainer.
Do you do bar mitzvahs?
You know, he does a good a good impression of one that you might call Hebrew. You know?
He makes coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
He brews.
Bruce. Bruce.
He said last night we sounded tinny.
Steve, I'm going to tell you why. I figured it out. Because I do all this through a MacBook, and there's an auxiliary microphone showing up in OBS that I can't remove, but I can volume it down all the way, and that auxiliary microphone input on OBS was coming off my MacBook, so you're hearing us through our microphones last night and through a tiny little microphone hole somewhere in the MacBook screen. So once I got that squared away, the sound got better.
I'm trying to get situated in the screen myself. I'm just getting used to this.
Remember, you gotta look over here.
I don't know.
Oh, didn't I switch those for you?
Yeah,
last night?
I'm getting all.
All right, you're all fucked up.
Geez, my
All right,
eyes.
that's my fault.
My eyes.
So you have delicate eyes, huh?
Well, have you seen the size of them?
Well, I have to say, from now on,
I mean, the
whenever
fucking light that comes into these things.
From now on, every time I watch my cousin Vinny, and she talks about doe eyes,
Yeah, you think of me.
I think of you.
Isn't that nice?
And no, it's actually
You think about the part where she goes boom.
that's yes, I do. I try to think about that as much as possible.
Vinny needs to come up a hair and keep the mic in front of his mouth. Other than that, you guys are okay.
You know, it's funny. You would think I'd be more used to
Vinny's mic.
I don't know what just happened. But
Says Dave Rode.
Vinny's mic is low, he said.
Hello, Dave Rode.
So we're going to bring Vinny up a little bit more. Thanks, guys. Yes, you would think I'd be better at keeping this big black thing pointed directly at my
At your face.
gaping mouth. Is it gaping or wanton?
I think it's waiting. Is it waiting?
Waiting, maybe, or wanting? Pouting?
No, not pouting. No, it's there's a word for it. There's a word for it. That's,
Wanting. I think it's wanting.
You're wanting. You're. I don't know. There's another word for it. You got to use a thesaurus.
Who's this fucking
Dave Rode.
Daryl Pips? Pipstructor?
Um,
Who's this fucking guy talking to me as if his opinion mattered?
You know, that guy. He's a. Let's just say this. He's a sharpshooter.
Is he the one killing deers in Hemlock?
If anybody was killing deer in Hemlock, I would hope it was this guy. At least I know. I've seen his videos. At least I know he could shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know who shoot. I have nothing against the other guys that shoot. I don't know anything about them to talk on that.
I don't know of any holes in the man's foot. So
I don't know.
That's a good thing.
I don't know of any. I don't know what's going on with that. I just kind of scroll through, touch a little on it, and I keep going. So has people's properties been breached?
I stopped paying attention about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So whose property breached where?
With these deer getting killed?
Oh. Peter Mango.
Yeah.
The mango that I'm not, let's just say, super fond of.
I love the other mango.
Oh, the other mango. She's the best.
Isn't she?
She's the salt of the earth, I say.
And a smile?
Light your fucking room on fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
What was I saying?
We don't like Pete. Blah,
like
blah, blah.
But why did he come up?
I don't know. We got to have him on the show, though.
We really should. But I swear, we had a subject. There was a topic.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Every time
The
I
call.
mention...
The Diz.
Oh, the call. Yes. You know what's interesting? Every time I mention Pete Mango's name, that my interest just gets sucked out of my head. But
Okay.
no, so Pete Mango observed
Mm-hmm.
a bit of a drag trail off of somebody's property with some blood marks and stuff like that.
Okay.
And to a lot of people's opinion, it was uncomfortably close to somebody's house.
Well, if it was on their property, I would say it's too close to the house.
I can't say for sure that was on their property
Right.
or if it was on a buffer space.
Okay.
But
What-
it was
okay.
in view of the house.
So now, and I'm not saying this apply. I'm not trying to get us tied into a where we live on our own situation, right? But I'm just saying in general. Do you know like the rules to that shit? Like, do these like where do these guys?
Yes.
Where are they allowed to go?
The
Knock
state,
off.
they could do whatever they want. As long as Hemlock allows them in.
Oh, so they're sent here from the state.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I mean, that's a fair point. Oh, the beautiful Linda Lopez is in the room.
Lady Linda Lopez.
I'm hoping we get off this podcast soon at the appropriate time so that I can
Hey, Terry.
station myself outside Miss Lopez's home.
As you always do.
As I always do. I'm like security.
Now, okay, here's the thing. I know, like, it's, like, raining today, but I noticed you there yesterday. It was, like, almost 70 degrees. And you had a raincoat on. What was going on? You were, like, looking in the window?
It's just comfortable.
It's just comfortable. You like raincoats.
And it's a good look.
Okay.
Because they think I'm just a 1980s detective if
Is that what it is?
security walks by. No, that's just a detective from the 80s walking around that house in that trench coat.
Because I thought I overheard security asking, and you were saying something like, "Oh, it's in my other raincoat." Where's your security? Where's your ID? That's in my other raincoat.
Yeah, I do maintain a few London fogwear, if you know what I'm saying so.
Is that still a big deal? London fog? Is that like still like a big, you know?
I think there's an outlet store in every other 2 states.
No, is it? Like, I wonder. They made nice stuff, didn't they? Was that was all like?
Oh yeah.
Like, what was it, like just?
A very fashionable look.
But you know what I think their problem was is that if they went out of business, I could see why, and here's why. Because they basically were selling like shit to stay dry in, and you know when you think about their ads, they were kind of depressing. It was always kind of foggy. Rain. Somebody had an umbrella. Oh, yeah. You don't want to think about that shit.
No.
They should have sold other stuff.
What I like about a good raincoat is, for me, for instance,
holes in the pockets.
Holes in the pockets. But if I put on a raincoat and I was a foot short, I had a glass eye, I could be fucking Columbo.
Oh, okay.
That's all I need.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. Okay. Start asking questions, random shit.
Yeah, just random crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody asked me a really simple question, I would just fucking go on and on. Ranting about nonsense like I normally do.
Every time you're about to walk away, you'd say, just one other thing.
One more thought.
Yeah. He was good, huh? The old fucking Columbo there.
Yes. He was a delight. Good look if you're the Gordon Fisherman. Yes, it is a good look. Speaking of good looks, like
Tim's always good in the room, isn't he? What? Who? Oh, good looks? What do you want to know about?
No, I can't. Linda Lopez jumped out of the car to check a mail. She said, "Don't say anything important."
Oh, okay. So we'll just talk about the weather.
About this rainy weather, huh?
I'm done with it. It's mud season in the Poconos, and I'm fucking done with it already. I was done with the snow. Now I'm done with the mud already. I just want to ride my fucking skateboard and get some sun and go to the beach with my kids and like have some fun. It's summertime. Let's go. Let's get it going. Go. Bonfires.
How's that skateboard thing? How's that going?
It's going pretty good. I actually went over three bridges just yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, kept going over the fucking Delaware River.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
nice.
3 bridges did you go over?
So I did
troubled water?
Well, you know, I got to tell you, when I started out, I was iffy.
Iffy about what?
Just doing it.
Interstate skateboard travel?
Just doing it. And then I'm like,
not a lot of people who skateboarded over state lines.
Right. And this is why. And I'm like, so I was like, yeah, I said to myself, you know what? I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So, my apologies. So, go ahead.
I just want to have a sharp object in my hand. In case there's in case there's a beeline.
In case any more bad jokes.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You're like a fucking comedian on a USO tour in 1935.
Like Bob Hope?
Yes.
I got the nose for it. I went over Pond Eddy Bridge. I went over the Barryville something bridge. And I went over the Roebling Bridge. Yeah.
Yes, Roebling has designed quite a few bridges.
Which is okay, right? I now that's what I wanted to ask you. Did he design a bridge in Brooklyn?
I think he designed more than one bridge in New York City.
Okay.
And the Dingman Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was directly designed by Roebling, but I believe it was a Roebling design.
That's not a pedestrian bridge at all, though, right? I can't.
No.
Those bastards. See how much money they'd make? All they got to do is put a little picnic area right at the edge of the water. You know.
There is.
And then you could charge people to walk across the fucking bridge.
That you can't do. But
With
there
the
is a
skateboard.
lovely picnic area on the Pennsylvania side.
How big is it?
It's like
I mean, they got
Milford Beach
hills.
size.
Oh, yeah? Maybe I'll go check it out. I'll have to investigate.
And I mean, if you get good fucking speed going, nobody's gonna stop you. But I don't know how you're gonna get back. You might have to skitch back.
Man, that one's bridge, Berryville. Holy shit! I started picking up speed, man. I had to grab onto the railing to slow down. Quite the steep slope on it. What's up?
Pete Mango just came in, or
Hey,
as I like
Pete.
to call him, my least favorite Mango. He came in. You would think with his fucking ego, he would have sensed we were talking about him before.
I know,
we
like
started.
20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
He was the highlight of the show.
Highlight of the
We wanted
show.
him on the show. We were asking him to come on, and he's ignoring us.
Well, that offers off the fucking.
Yeah,
table
now
as
he's
far as
here.
I'm
You know what?
concerned.
You know what?
We tried.
We'll think about it.
We tried.
We'll think about it. My feelings, you know how sensitive I could be.
Oh, Linda Lopez must have fetched the mail.
Okay.
Jeff, did you ever walk on the Bear Mountain Bridge?
Once. Just once. On my way to Pauling, New York. It's part of the Appalachian Trail, actually, the Bear Mountain Bridge.
Okay.
So, yes, I did. But I'd love to take my my longboard over it. That'd be pretty cool. I'll have to drive over there this week.
Terry bringing the sexy.
Vinny, a little soft on the... Hey, Joe Conti, what's up, man?
What's up, Joe Conti?
How you doing?
So, not to get too personal,
Different people. What's up? Go ahead.
but we had this conversation, and I said we should probably discuss it on the show.
Okay.
Daryl says it needs a little bass. It's all about
The bass.
The
Bass.
bass. We'll figure this out. It'll
Joe's
take
doing
a
great.
fucking year or two, but we'll figure it
We'll
out.
get it.
So
Just have some fun. So what's up?
we were discussing leisure wear
Mm-hmm.
and bedtime apparel.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of it.
So what do you wear at bed? What's your bedtime apparel?
Listen, all I'm going to say is this. I'll leave you at this, all right?
It's fucking frightening.
I'm awake all day long, okay? All day long. I don't take naps. I'm awake. I'm dressed. I got clothes on all day long, right? Yes? Okay. As far as we know, except for the, whatever. Okay. When I go to fucking bed, what the fuck do I want to get dressed for to go to bed? I don't want to get dressed to go to bed. Is that so wrong that I don't want to get dressed? I don't want to take the clothes off. I've been dressed all day. Let me get for 2 seconds the way God made me. And now I'm going to put clothes back on just to fucking sleep in. And then I'm going to what? Get out of them and put clothes on to go out? At what point do I get to fucking be me for just in the shower?
So let me ask you a question. You furry bastard, you.
Yeah.
What I want to know is what's so bad. So you're talking about you don't have to eliminate everything
Why not?
and then rebuild. Can't you just leave a t-shirt and underwear on?
Listen, as far as I know, all right, I don't need a fucking diaper between me and my fucking sheets at night yet. okay, that I gotta have my man fucking diapers on, aka underwears.
But what if you missed? What if you had one of those where it's like wearing down a brown crayon, and you got annoyed and stomped out before it was all done? Now your sheets are gonna look like turn 3
You know
at Daytona.
what? That's all right. I'd rather that I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I'll worry about it when the time I'll cross the bridge when I get to it. I guess.
Oh, that's awesome. Pete Mango's sharing more information than anybody needed to have.
What are you saying, Pete? What's going on?
He's agreeing with you just a little
Absolutely.
bit too much.
Thank you, Pete. You know, like, can I just for fucking 8 hours, 6 hours, 5, whatever it is, you know what I mean? All right. So there were a couple of times at Weiss when I was, you know, in the frozen foods, and I felt the urge.
Happens to everybody.
It happens.
Can I explain to you how a gentleman retires for the evening?
Wait. Before you burn my fucking mind eyes with anything, let me just add that I'm sure by the emojis that I'm seeing from Jenny Vaccarino that she's quite pleased with the way I decide to retire at night.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's like she's laying next to Sasquatch.
Now, please continue
sure.
with my fucking nightmare.
Well, see, I can't sleep in the raw because if somebody looked at me, it would just look like somebody spit gum into a bird's nest.
Like on a hot day.
Oh yeah. So as a gentleman, when I retire, I like to I shower,
Okay.
and then while still moist, I put on my ascot.
Okay.
And I slip into some delightful silken pajamas, sans underwear. And while still
Oh my God.
and while still a little wet.
What are the
from my
dogs
shower.
doing while all this is going on? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What are they doing? They're wishing the deck was higher. Sometimes if there's a chill in the air, I'll put on a smoking jacket.
Do you?
Yes.
No. So I mean, and you're not even completely dry when you do this? You're
No,
doing all.
I like my silken pajamas to be form-fitting.
You kind of like to drag them over you instead of pull them. I understand. Do you see do you see? Do you see your wet leg hairs through the wet silk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God.
But I'm at that age where I'm starting to lose the leg hairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that now? Is that something that happens to all of us? Am I gonna go through like where I'm gonna get bald shins or something?
No, bulge. That usually they say that's stage 4 cancer.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. I just have it on my head and my eyebrows.
I noticed you're talking a little bit of a slur lately.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so I'm good then.
No, you should be fine.
Okay.
But I just want you to understand that this is how a gentleman retires for the evening.
Okay.
You know?
So are you saying I'm more of an animal, I'm more in touch with, say, uncivilized human side?
Filth. Filth, and you're dragging Jenny down with you.
I am. Poor Jenny. Yeah, poor Jenny. I know, she has to deal with it.
So when I worked for the Boy Scouts...
Daryl.
Yes, that's exactly right. Oh, Joe, I was reading Joe's comment.
Ew,
pretty
Joe,
much.
you're right, though. I did get a couple out of my ears, Joseph.
Oh, I have this one.
Did you?
It's a clear one. It grows in my right ear, and it grows at a very rapid pace.
Mine, okay. So you have a fast-growing one. Can you time it?
It's like 4 hours from pluck to 3 inches out, tickling me on the chin.
Okay, because I have this like sneaky one So my daughter Jessica has actually committed herself to checking my ears on a regular basis to make sure that it doesn't sneak up on me because it's a creeper.
You know, with all due respect,
Yeah.
I really believe that you and Jessica need a little time apart.
She's preparing to take care of me. I'm 50 now.
She was putting some kind of cream on your feet the other day.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
In 30 years, maybe.
Yeah, you know, you know what it was? She knows that I'm not going to do it. You understand? So in her head, she's like, let me at least put it on, and then if it doesn't work, then when he says it doesn't work, he's right.
As much as I hate to admit it,
It makes her feel good.
what's her face? Hillary Clinton was right. It does. Sometimes it takes a village.
And you know, my daughter, believe it or not, much to her chagrin, because she fights it, and she fights it, but she is a very traditional Sicilian, girl. She did grow up in
You think?
in Little Italy, and
She is very
and stuff
old
like
school.
that. So she does have some old school, even though she is more of a woman who's kind of, she's a pilot and all this shit. She still has her traditions that she believes in.
So, and if Jenny's listening, please pass this along. What you're saying is your daughter knows her place.
What I'm saying is my daughter is going to take care of her father because, she loves me, and that's just what they do, man. That's the beauty of having fucking daughters. I tell people this all the time.
That is true. A son would.
A son is going to be like, yo, Pop, do something with your foot. It looks like you're looking like a holiday tray over there, nuts or something.
He'd end up burying a shovel in the back end
Right.
at some point.
You'd be watching like the Price is Right, and you just hear pink. And you would hear it because he'd have to do it twice. You wouldn't hear the second one. Right, that's a boy. Whereas a girl, it's just girls. I'm lucky. So, and, do I want to stop her from doing that? Absolutely not. I love it. They cook for me.
So Pete Mango says, there's nothing like having daughters.
There's nothing. He's right.
Pete Mango forgets is I know one of his daughters.
See, but yes. But
And if you think the good Mango can be scary and intense, you should meet the progeny of the...
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I've been assigned my job...
I've heard many wonderful stories about that one.
My job, by her assignment
Yeah.
to me, was to keep her out of jail.
Right. She's...
If we do a hemlock protest.
From what I see, she's very sharp, quick, to the point.
Right. She takes after Lee.
Very, very, a lot of substance, a lot of accuracy.
Still
things
Lee.
like that.
Yeah, that's old Lee.
So, yeah. Doesn't talk much, but when she does, it's just says,
Yep, still Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's what I see.
Peter agrees. She's scary.
It's good. But yeah, so that's, it's daughters. I don't know, I know what it is to be a son, it's whatever. I'm certainly not cooking for anybody. I mean, my daughter walks past me at 2 a.m. if I'm watching TV and she got up for some reason, and I say, oh, can you do me a favor? Can you just give me a bowl of cereal? Can you just, oh yeah, no problem, Dad. I get it for you.
Well, we never asked her to make, like last summer, we were just hanging out. Could you screenshot what Pete Mango just commented? Obviously, Lee's out of town.
So Lee obviously doesn't have Wi-Fi.
No.
Okay.
No.
Or she has lost her phone she's lost some sort of technological privileges.
Oh, no, there's a good possibility because Pete Mango travels a lot for work.
Okay.
He may be on the road.
Okay.
Or, as I like to call it, in hiding.
Oh, is that what they're calling it these days?
Yes.
The witness protection?
With sec.
With sec.
If you will. I wanted to point out something. There's a very big benefit to having. I mean, let's be honest. I'm going to call you a stoner friend,
Sure.
but even if you weren't a stoner, your memory still probably be pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you noticed last week that right after offering you a cup of coffee and you accepting it,
Yes.
I completely forgot to give you your cup of coffee.
Can-
I don't even think I made it.
Well, let's discuss this.
So
because
did you notice?
I did notice.
Well, then cover me in chocolate and feed me to a pig.
I noticed
I did not
100%.
realize you noticed.
And hello.
And I'd like to say I feel bad about it, but I don't.
You shouldn't. Here's the thing. It wasn't that important. It was just
It was important enough for you to notice.
well, it was more of a time of the day type thing for me. Like
Jenny
a rain.
says he didn't notice.
And just Jenny. I did, but you had a lot of shit going on, and I figured, you know what, this guy's got a lot of shit going on right now. He doesn't really need to go get me a cup of coffee. It's okay. I don't need it that bad. And that was that.
I mean, I could have climbed the stairs.
I didn't need it that bad. I just was just kind of like, I could, not when you just like, I could go for a cup of coffee like that. And then it's like, but if you don't have it, it's no big deal. I'm not, if I was driving past a diner, I wouldn't stop in the diner to have a cup of coffee because I had an urge. I wouldn't even go to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Speaking of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Don't listen to my husband. I don't think we do.
Listen, there's gonna
No, just kidding.
there's gonna be an event at the Mango's house tonight.
Oh,
it
yeah, I
seems.
know there's something going on. Something
Yeah.
about the locks. It's a locksmith changing locks. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's all good.
If Lee goes after her husband, there's gonna be 2 hits. Lee hitting Peter hitting the floor.
Ooh, Dave Road busted. That'd be nice for the soundboard. Have Dave go busted.
Dave's brother now, even Dave's brother,
Everybody's calling.
wants him on the show.
Everybody
Is clamoring.
for Dave Road to come on the show. Now, he fights it. Like any celebrity, he fights it.
Yeah, like any superstar.
I think like
In his
any
own right.
creative fabricator, almost like a Jesse James or those chopper guys there, or
Jesse J. And then he brought stagecoaches.
yeah, him.
Okay.
Okay, Wild Bill. All right, the creative mind. They like their peace and quiet. That's just
Are we still talking about Dave?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just making sure.
we need to get him on the show.
We do need to get him on the show.
But the thing is, I think we should have him on the show because we have a lot of stuff planned for this summer. A lot of, things that we're going to do. Adventures,
We do?
if you will. Yeah. Skateboard, backboard for my motorcycle seat so I can lean back on my skateboard while I ride my motorcycle.
Okay. That's cool.
So
I'm
that's
glad you're finally coming
number
out of the closet.
one. I want to also I want to get Dave's 3-wheeler up to the highest speed we can get it to. We need to find like a fucking
With Dave on it.
flat ground.
I say we take it out to the Salt Flats. We go drive out west.
And I would love to try it. What does he say? I'm not interesting. He always says this. I'm not interesting enough. Dave, when we talk about these things, it'll be interesting.
I have to admit, though, Dave is amongst the least interesting people I know, but he's more interesting than I am.
He's very interesting. Smart guy.
He can wear sunglasses if he's concerned about, the thing.
But
We could do 2 cameras, 1 for each eye.
But what about?
Oh, Linda's been to the Salt Flats. That's right. She's done a lot of traveling out west.
This summer I want to do a lawnmower, like drags the fucking lawnmower. You're like, one that takes. I know we could do this because listen, hear me out. I'm not just wait.
Well, it just so happens that I have a John Deere sitting outside that might need a little body work.
I have an idea for this summer. I don't know if I want to announce it or not. I got ideas though. We got a lawnmower. We got an engine. Okay. We got Jesse Koistra. Say that right?
I have no idea.
According to him, I think that's how you say it.
Well, then I would never say it that way.
But I think it's Kustra.
I think it's Kustra.
We got Jesse. We got Dave. Okay. Now I have a lawnmower, and we got the freaking boat. We got the paddle boat. You see where I'm going?
We don't allow gas engines on our lakes.
We could go to fucking Wallenpaupack with it.
I ain't going anywhere in Lake Wallenpaupack with a fucking boat that the three of us put together with a lawnmower engine attached to what?
What do you mean? Attached to the boat?
What's the other side?
We're gonna drive it so it'd be like an amphibian. You know how you say amphibious?
So we attaching a lawnmower engine to a propeller?
Well, some kind of connect the lawnmower, the dragster style lawnmower, to the paddle boat so we could drive it into the fucking lake, man. We have everything we need. I think it's possible. I think Dave could do it.
I think I'm definitely going to have to try mushrooms before we do this.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Sorry, getting a little warm.
Yeah, it's getting a little
balmy.
Yeah, you could turn that heat down. Hey, what's up, Darryl?
So did I tell you that I did a little cooking this week?
What'd you do?
So I like to take my inspiration, if you will,
Okay.
from different regions of the boot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So where'd you go?
Well, I didn't actually go anywhere.
Like where in the boot?
Naples.
Did you grab? All right. So you grabbed from Naples.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a 100%.
Oh, here we go. You fuck.
What's your fucking problem? I made a 100% authentic Naples dish.
Well,
Napolitan.
it better not start with a fucking A.
Napolitan starts with an N, but Napolitan Alfredo.
Oh yeah. Oh, Napolitan Alfredo sauce, huh?
Well, that's what Alfredo.
Is that what it say on the said on the jar or what?
Well, that's where Alfred was born.
Alfredo sauce is it's
Napolitan.
American. It's American.
No.
It's an American sauce, if you will.
Why would American sauce have a name like Alfredo? If it was American, it would be called Alfred sauce.
I think they called it
Big Al's.
to make it acceptable to put it on something Italian. You know what I mean? Like if they were to just take ketchup and put it on spaghetti, people would be like, I'm not eating that fucking shit. Right?
Could you not insult Linda Lopez
Okay,
like that?
right.
Please?
I'm sure a couple of our Jewish friends are listening right now or tuning out.
Yes, because that's what we're known for. Our big Jewish audience.
You know?
I mean, my grandfather did die in a concentration camp.
Yeah, you know, I just think they just labeled it that to make it a more acceptable thing to put on spaghetti. I don't know. Maybe it was an Italian American, but it's not from Italy.
Daryl Fripstructor said it originated in Naples, Florida.
Thank you. Yeah, well, there you have it then. That makes perfect sense, Daryl.
And Dave Roach checking in.
Yeah, he speaks Hebrew.
One of the chosen.
Yeah, Dave, are we doing this or what, man? Let's have some. You got to come on the show. We got to have him on the show. Him.
Did you know my grandfather died in Auschwitz?
Yeah, you know, I heard it was like a brief thing I heard. It was like something about an accident or something. Tower.
Fell right out of a guard tower.
He did.
Yeah. That's great. Good, perfect timing.
I'm sorry to hear it.
One of our newer listeners checking in, Janet Peritano.
Oh, hello.
Well, we're talking horrible shit.
Horrible humor.
Yes.
Potty humor.
So I don't understand. What is the problem you have with
I have a problem.
authentic Italian Alfredo sauce.
I don't have a problem. I love it. I think it's delicious. I just think that when they say like authentic or something, authentic what? You might as well say handcrafted. Here's another overused term: handcrafted, artisan. Artisan?
Oh,
What the fuck is that all about? Artisan. Try our artisan bread, and then like they got it. Like, what is this? What do they have? Like a bunch of like individuals in their fucking basement,
with chisels, bread chisels,
and
they're
they're
called.
crafting bread with their hands, and they're all smiling at each other.
Yes, I don't understand what's so hard to understand about that.
Is that
What's
what
your
there's?
problem? That's what it is.
I'm not seeing it. I don't believe it.
You know, I had another. I worked with a guy from the boot,
Mm-hmm.
and what would always annoy him, and even I agree, even though it's delicious, the whole olive oil and Italian seasoning thing
Mm-hmm.
that you dip the bread in.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe now you see it, but that wasn't a thing in Italy.
Oh, you come to our house, you'll see it. We make it all the time.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah. If we go to an Italian restaurant and they don't put that out, we get fucking pissy about it. Like Jenny especially, like, they don't put the olive oil out for it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's German.
She loves it. Who doesn't?
She loves Italian food.
Who doesn't?
It's like you're her Italian snack.
I am her. I like to call it myself delight. Her Italian delight.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Because I'm
That's
delightful.
fine. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how most people who encounter you would describe you. It would be delightful.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Oh yeah.
Potty mouth me. What is this mode? Is nothing new. Okay, good.
So do I understand that you received some sort of an award at one time when you were working, the Golden Plunger or something like that?
Golden plunger. What are we talking about? I'm trying to remember now.
Something with your job or some shit. I don't know. I knew there were things in the show notes that we were
Going
not
on a
going to
goddamn
remember.
rant about something, I'm sure. Golden
Oh,
plunger.
it was endless.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you said golden plunger.
Well, you mentioned an award, and I think I named it the Golden Plunger.
I don't know. God only knows. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Well, you know, there was the guy, the septic thing that went on.
God. All right, so we're gonna give you guys just a little chance.
Yeah. Give him a little warning.
You're gonna, this might nauseate the weaker of the stomachs in our 1,100 member audience. So you had a septic guy come over and look at the septic tank.
Yes, we have to get some work done. Looking forward to it. I think we've chosen our people.
Your septic people,
Yeah.
if you will.
And, you know, believe it or not.
How was his audition?
Okay. And this is where I think you're not gonna believe who I went with, but I'm gonna go with the guys who I actually kind of shocked me a bit.
Kind of get into their work. They're what you would call hands-on. Is that fair to say?
They were very hands-on, very thorough. They investigated. They got into it. Okay, so I have a septic tank.
Okay. So I just want to point out we have an hour and 15 minutes to fill, so speak slow.
Okay. So I have this septic tank. Yeah, we need work done on our septic system.
And I think most people understand that the
It's a Pocono thing.
septic tanks, if anybody doesn't know, is where your shit goes when you're not connected to sewer.
Oh yes, my apologies. Yeah, when you're not connected to a city sewer
system.
line, right? Shit goes into a tank in the ground,
Yeah,
in
and
your
then
yard.
You get to go through it later and see what you want to say.
Later on, if you maybe you swallowed your dentures,
You can always net them out of there.
you know what I mean. You flushed a cell phone, whatever. Anyway, so there's also a filter in these tanks before all your stuff goes out to the fields. There's a filter.
See, I don't believe my tank has that.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. I wish mine didn't because you're supposed to clean it every 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Not going to happen.
No, because I noticed that filter when I was able to watch this young gentleman with gloves and open up that filter. And
Oh, okay. So you saw one
about
example.
2.5 feet below the top of the tank.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to reach in.
Yeah.
The one individual, though, the guy that came before him, when he reached,
was the first one to come.
Right, when he reached into the tank, he didn't have any gloves on.
Okay.
So he reaches in to my filter, which is below, sub level. Let's just say it's below the shit.
Line.
Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And he reaches in and he feels around for it.
For 10 minutes because he was in the wrong tank. The longest 10 minutes of my life.
And then he pulls it out, right? And there's, as you could imagine, what's on it, right? I don't think we need.
I'm gonna
Do
guess.
we need specifics?
I'm gonna guess. Toilet paper, corn, lima bean skins for 1,000, Alex.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. And some paper.
So is this the first time Jenny's hearing this? Because she thinks so.
What's that?
She says,
I might not have told her about the guy.
Okay. So he reaches in,
Grabs the filter.
below sea level,
Grabs the filter barehanded. Pulls it out. And starts to talk to me about it while it's dripping. Okay?
Is it dripping
And
on him?
everywhere. It's on his hands. It's dripping. And then he leans into the tank and he dunks it like this. Like he's, you know what I mean? Like an old five-finger death punch. You know what I mean?
Dunks it into sewage.
Right. And he's doing like a twisting.
To clean it out.
Yeah. A twisting, turning dunk to get all the corn off. Okay? And then he puts it back into the filter receptacle. You follow me? Then he looks at me. Now, at this point, my mushrooms are kicking in. And I'm just looking at this guy, and I'm like, what in the fuck
am I witnessing?
I couldn't help myself, and I meant it. I didn't even know how I meant it. I didn't mean to insult him or anything, but I said, what in the fuck did you just do? I says, that is the wildest shit I have ever seen anybody do in my entire fucking life. I said, did you just grab that fucking thing with your bare hands? And he just started laughing, man. He's like, yeah. He goes, you get used to it after a while.
How many times do you have to get hepatitis to get used to it?
Well, my concern was this, okay? When they got there, I hope I was their first customer because we shook hands.
What I hope is the guy doesn't bite his fingernails. Because that would just be horrible.
But that was my experience with them, and I'm like, there's no way I'm dealing with these fucking guys. However, that being said,
from my understanding,
they were willing to do everything through a proper process.
But they found a place in your heart, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So there's theories in the room that your septic guy was Cousin Eddie.
It's possible. That's a good idea, actually. Who said that? Tara. Yeah. It may have been, but yeah, it was disgusting. And I never in my life experienced that ever. Fucking ever, dude. Ever. I mean, I even had a grease trap from IBM fucking kitchen that fucking I was underneath and it fucking exploded all the fucking from the grease trap. And I vomited from that shit. That wasn't that fuck. This guy, that shit was nasty.
Could you imagine if it was OnlyFans back then when that happened? We'd be doing this from a fucking yacht.
Could you imagine a nice yacht? Just shitting in a jar somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Huh? Why would we have to shit in a jar?
I thought you said it was an OnlyFans thing. I mean, we could shit in jars if you want. But we don't have to if we're not getting paid for it.
But how are we going to ship them out?
We'll figure that out.
We got to save the jars up, and then we got to mail them all out at the same time.
Maybe we'll just put them in the ocean and let them wash up on shore with a little message. A little message in a bottle. Guess what I had for dinner?
My message would be, I have too much red meat in my diet. Oh, boy, we've reached the part of the show where it's only funny to us.
This guy swallowed chalk. Yeah, I get it. All right. I'm sorry.
So, back to...
The show?
How'd you get the Golden Plunger? How'd you get the Golden Plunger Award?
I don't know. I don't know how we got to that.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem when we don't
That was I don't even know what day that was.
Explain our...
Well, you can't listen when you do show notes. You can't abbreviate. You can't just do a single word, right? Because I'm gonna forget that. You can't leave me with a word and expect me to remember it. Oh,
like Crocs.
Well, Crocs I can remember. Crocs I can remember, but like the Golden Plunger Award. Got me.
I could swear you said when you were a helper, your journeyman, you got some kind of a fake award, or I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I have to remember.
Doesn't matter. So
Go ahead.
you've done a complete 180 since you started using mushrooms.
Oh, I love them.
You went from, I think there was a time where I rescued you in Weiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So now we can't keep you away from people now.
Yeah, I talk to people. Depends, but yeah, I talk to people. I go out. I do things.
But yeah. what you were telling me is some of the finest conversations you've had, some of the best social interactions you've had, is in the locker room.
Oh yeah, the fucking locker room, please. Oh, who was I talking to in there now? I'm trying to remember. Oh,
no,
geez.
I think you were just trying to hide from all the guys that just dangle their fucking.
You know what it is? I just
dangle their
Ghibli bits.
Ghibli bits, yes. I couldn't think of the term.
I just, it's just not necessary. That's all. I'm not telling you should be ashamed of yourself and hide yourself. I just don't think you should parade yourself either. Like I just don't think you should do that. But, just have a little, maybe just a little bit of like some Catholic shame, just a little bit.
Good old fashioned. Just think back to the time when your mom used to hit your penis with a hairbrush,
right, and just
scream dirty,
or just say bad, bad. Yeah.
And she would pretend to cut it off.
Right. I'm gonna do it. So, like that kind of shit, I don't know. I just don't feel that.
There's a lot of weird characters though in the fucking locker room.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, that's another reason why I think you should somewhat conserve your parading, if you will. You know what I mean? All right. So they provide if they provide hooks at the shower stall for your towel, right? It's a towel hook. Right?
That makes perfect sense.
Put your towel on it. I understand there's a hook in your locker for your towel. I get that. I totally get that.
Okay.
But there's the towel hook by your shower, too. So when you're done and you're soaking fucking wet.
Okay. I'm starting to see what you're putting down.
And you come flopping out with your fucking flip-flops on.
And you're just waddling out.
And you're bringing water everywhere. And it's running off you. And we know where it's running off of. You know what I'm talking about, right? And it's running off of you, and you're walking all over the fucking place. Take your towel with you. Put it on a hook. That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I don't think you're asking.
You take
for
your towel, and when you're done drying yourself, right? Because, there's no need to bring your water from your shower to where everybody else is getting dressed,
Your
right?
penis and ass crack order is basically what you're saying.
Thank you. Yeah, you're about
Okay.
to sit on this the bench anyway.
Or as I like to call it, the splashdown.
On the fucking bench. I don't touch I do everything. You got to see it. It's an act.
Oh, that bench is rough.
Anyway, yeah, you know, like put your towel on and then walk over to your locker. How hard is that? That's how I feel.
I mean, in my opinion, it's probably not hard at all.
You know, I could tell you a story. I wish fucking my buddy Steve was still watching because he could back it up. There was a guy,
Okay.
an old man. His name was Fred. He was in his 70s. This was probably about, I want to say 15 years ago. All right. And I was he worked for a contractor that I worked for. And he would be in the locker room at this local fitness place. And he'd take the hot steamers and all that shit. But he would, the whole fucking time, he would always fucking wander around in the nude. To the steamer, to the fucking sauna. And then, like, he'd take the shower. And then he'd sit there and bullshit with everybody. Right? This is what he would do. And, here's the thing, though, about Fred. This guy could have been a fucking porn star, man, if you know what I mean. Like, this guy was, like, not normal. Like, not fucking normal.
Like full 8?
Full 8. Okay? So I think
Pretty
maybe
much like that soda bottle over there.
he may have felt the need to show that thing to people.
Well, it's probably hard to hide it, too.
You know? No, but I mean, like, that maybe is a gift. And I could see maybe you might want to fucking show the world to that fucking thing. I don't know.
Oh, everywhere.
Right?
Supermarket.
And I could get that.
Church.
Maybe, you know, especially being the way he was. Because he looked like Mr. Magoo, man. Like, he was just this little old man, you know? But, boy, gravity, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your old Fred. But yeah, we used to always talk about that at coffee.
Old man Fred's
Well, because we
penis.
would always guys would always run into him at the gym because there was by IBM right down the road there was what the fuck was it? There was some fitness center down there. But anyway, so everybody kind of would join there after work. You know, all the guys would get together and get sweaty. Lift weights, you
Talk
know.
about old men's penises.
Look for Fred.
Nice. Did you guys wrestle, too?
Yeah, you know.
Was there an actual wrestling area?
No, we made our own
Just make your own.
in the steamer.
That's nice.
So yeah.
Fred's no parts. Hey, yeah, that's right. We got a
Fred.
road Fred.
Yeah.
I bet you he was hung like
Like a deer,
a deer.
like a bull.
Deer with cat ears and a tie.
What do they call them?
Wonder when we're gonna run that fucking bit into the ground, huh?
What do they call a male deer there?
Buck.
A buck. A buck.
Yeah, buck. Mighty buck.
A mighty buck. With all my hunting experience, I'm surprised I forgot that.
You would think.
I killed a deer once. I told you that, right? I killed it by accident.
You talked it to death, from what I understand. It just fucking killed itself.
I thought it was a buck. It was a doe, and I shot it, and I had to drag it out to the fucking road, and some hunters came and they took it. I felt bad.
And that was it. That was the end of your hunting career.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what?
Until the time you shot the bear in the living room.
Yeah, until the bear came in the house, then I had no other. That was the only other time I shot a, like a big animal. What I consider a big animal. I mean, it's not like an elephant or something, but bear is pretty big.
Bear's a good sized animal.
When it's in your house, it's fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's small,
It's big.
Yeah, fuck yeah. They are very
Yeah.
strong.
You ever take a bath with a bear? No room in the fucking
There's
tub.
it's very hard.
Well, that too, but it was no room in the tub. So, I understand there's another interesting character in the old Hemlock locker room.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, man. If anybody, am I allowed to even say like that? Like, where we live? But whatever. If anybody where we live, how about I just say that, right?
It rhymes with Hemlock Farms.
Okay. If anybody where we live, right? Hemlock, has been to the men's locker room at the Steer Barn and has experienced the locker slammer guy, I call him.
Okay.
Let me know. Shoot me a message. Maybe even talk now. Say something.
So what does this gentleman do?
Okay. So I'm in the locker room. I'm getting changed, and I'm on one side of how this. So there's two sides, whatever, right?
To every story.
Right. And all of a sudden, I hear the fucking lockers. They start fucking slamming, man. Right?
And so these aren't metal lockers,
No.
right? These are like I forget what you would
very
call
nice,
it.
strong plastic, like a fucking what is it, vinyl? No,
Fucking
poly something.
how you call in the plastic industry? It's gonna be a poly something,
So some sort of poly,
not a sorbate 80.
right? And it's a very strong plastic fucking locker. And how many are there? There's got to be close to 100. I don't know.
It's been a while since I've been in there, but I'm gonna say yeah.
How the fuck does this guy? Okay. How the fuck does this guy come into this building, manage to slam every fucking locker in the men's room, and sometimes curse while doing it, and nobody fucking says anything?
So I thought his.
Well, here's a pet peeve.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought there's a reason why he starts erupting.
Well, I don't. Okay, well, this is the thing, though. This is okay. So he comes in from the weight room. He's all fucking huffed, right? Like this. He comes in, and I'm gonna describe him in case anybody sees him out there, and maybe they know.
Oh, is he like one of these old barrel-chested old
Yes.
guys?
Yes.
Yeah, like in shape, out of shape guy.
Lee, I'm gonna say 65, with jet black hair.
Okay.
And then he wears like a hat, like I have like a hat like this, but it's kind of rolled up, like Rocky kind of wore. And he wears the Rocky style sweatpants.
What's a Rocky style sweatpants?
So sweatpants from like the 80s and shit, not like the nice Adidas like we got today with the fancy, okay?
The sweatpants that people wear that don't sweat.
There you go.
Okay.
So he's got those on. And then he's got the old school Mr. T fucking weightlifting belt, the leather belt. You know what I mean? And he comes in, he's all fucking huffed, and he's like, and he just opens lockers, and he slams them shut. And when he sees that there's clothes in lockers that aren't fucking locked, he freaks the fuck out and starts cursing. He'll go, this is what he'll get to one, you'll hear him go, boom, boom. And then he gets to a locker that's got clothes in it, and he'll go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And he'll start slamming. And those are the ones.
And he broke one, right?
Yes. And those are the ones that have clothes in them. And I know this
Because one was yours.
one was mine. And I was like, "Holy shit!" I went over to the other side. I looked, and I'm like, "Oh my god, my locker's open." He fucking slammed it shut, man. But he slammed it. Yeah.
So this is what I want you to do.
Hold on now. I just want to say this is fucking 3 times. Okay? This is 3 times that this is. I won't even tell you the other shit that goes on that I've seen, but
Why not?
because I like this old guy. That old guy. He's a nice old guy, and I like the old guy.
Okay, let's call him a young guy.
All right, so there's this young guy at the.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm in the hot tub. Do I want to tell this story?
I don't know about you, but I want to hear this story more than I want my next breath.
I'm in the hot tub, and this guy is leaning over, like he's kind of like squatting. Can I do the squat? Like let's say there's a swimming pool in front of us. Okay, and I want to squat down because I'm talking. You're in the pool, and I'm talking. I'm going, hey, right?
Are you doing like a whole Chris Farley lean?
I crouch to my knees. My ass is, up a little bit, like a baboon
presenting,
like a baboon presenting.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the hot tub, and from what I see like I thought it was like maybe a bleach
stain.
Yeah, bleach got that like sometimes on black material, almost have like a Caucasian kind of tone to it, or like
does it always look like the end of a dog bone? I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
It doesn't always look like that. You know what? So upon further investigation, because the conversation took place for quite some time, and
you just happened to be staring at an elderly man's ass.
I happened to be noticing that he had a hole in the back of his fucking bathing suit.
So this wasn't a bleach stain.
So it wasn't a bleach stain.
It was a hole.
I was hoping maybe he sat in bubble gum before he came. Maybe there was bubble gum on the seat in the locker room, and maybe he sat on it before he came in. And that was not the case. He had a hole in his. Where you going?
I'm just going right here.
Oh, he had a hole in his shorts. Uh-oh. I like it.
You like this look?
What's going on?
You'll see in a minute.
Oh, okay. And, yeah, so he had a hole in his shorts, and yeah, that was my view for about fucking 15 minutes.
So he was poking fruit roll up and raisinets out the hole.
Yeah, and the thing is, I know the guy that he was talking to also, and I don't want to tell. Yeah, I didn't want to tell either one of them what was going on. I felt like, here's the thing, okay? I had this information,
but as a man. You just go up and you gently say, hey, your balls are sticking out in the back of your shorts.
Exactly. And this is what I was going to ask you.
Well,
now, hold on. Now, I'll give you another example. My friend Johnny. You know my friend Johnny? Manaher?
No.
Yeah, the guy, he lives in a Red Hook there. Anyway, he comes to my house. Anyway, we was at work one time, and his fucking balls were hanging out, And
well, in a work situation, no, you don't tell him.
Well, I mean,
you enjoy.
He's the one that figured it out first, and then he told everybody else.
Well, how do you not know?
So it was different. You know what I mean? So now my point is these guys. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, do I go over and say something? Do I not say something? If I say something, then the guy he's talking to is gonna know also. Never mind. I didn't. I'm thinking about where he was, the facilities. I just, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say, so I just didn't say anything at all. Okay, I kept it to myself. I took it home, and now I'm sharing it here.
Those balls probably hit every surface in the locker room,
and
including the sink. That's a big thing. You waddle up to the fucking sink because evidently now you have to.
He goes, your balls are showing.
That's so weird. Now the voicemail shows up on my phone, so I thought my phone was picking up. Somebody just left me a voicemail about work.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Did you update your phone?
I'm pretty good with updating.
That's why I just updated. I fucking hate all the shit that they did to it. I don't even know whose phone it is anymore.
I have a feeling that Daryl Phipps' instructor is only listening to the podcast and not actually watching it at the moment.
Oh, he might be very busy. He might be doing things. He might be driving. Guy. He might be training somebody.
He might be tucking and rolling and then coming out of the roll and shooting things and stuff.
It's just fucking crazy. I can't do that shit. Every time I shoot a fucking pistol, it hurts my fucking hand. I shoot that goddamn 38 and it digs into my fucking knuckle bone. Look at the fucking arthritis. Look at that thumb. The gun digs into my fucking knuckle. Is it because I'm a lefty?
No, it's because you're a fag. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
So funny. I just saw that and then I looked over there and I saw it again.
It's like you're seeing into the future.
It's just crazy. So, what's going on? Anything special? Or you just got a nice new hat. It's beautiful. I love it.
I had that hat for a while.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like I like hats. You know me. I always have something. I always have a hat on.
I didn't think he could see. So, some people may or may not know that Daryl and I had a falling out a few years ago.
Shit happens.
And
it's okay.
We cooled off. We both had different life experiences, and we ran into each other, and
Absolutely.
kind of squashed it and
Yeah.
hit the reset button, and
Yeah,
it's
because
all good.
sometimes it's worth it to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But he had left me a souvenir at my house the last time he was at my house, so
Oh, okay,
I've been holding on to it for ransom.
And thus it is.
Yes.
Next to your upside down pineapple.
Next to my upside down pineapple. Which I plan to leave both the upside down pineapple and the hat on Rel's stoop.
Yeah, right. Just leave it out.
Yeah. Have a good night, buddy.
Put it at the end of his driveway.
Oh, we'll just fucking line the driveway with. So.
What did you say?
Rel said he was just marking his territory.
That's cool, man.
So, I've noticed a weird thing in your house.
That's just me.
There's two weird things in your house.
Okay, go ahead.
You have a lot of coffee mugs with broken handles.
Hey,
How
listen.
does that happen?
Too many people stepping out of line.
Who would be stepping out? You don't live with that many people.
I'm stepping out of line. It's basically
Okay.
just Jenny smashing me about the head and face with him.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains quite a
Do you
bit.
know, sometimes, though, believe it or not, I've broken them just because I'm holding them. You know, you ever like just you're squeezing them and you don't realize how hard you're squeezing them?
You're so manly.
No, I think I'm.
Break that fucking car.
You know what I mean?
Break
Like,
fucking owl right now.
like you're thinking about something maybe, and you got shit on your mind, and you're holding that fucker, and it breaks off. You never did that.
No, but
Well,
back to the septic conversation. I'm sure you have shit on your mind a lot lately.
yeah, you know. But I've done that a couple of times with those cheap fucking mugs, man.
I have to either start wearing my glasses,
Oh, I do.
or I have to figure out how to make these comments bigger. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I hate having to constantly move the mic. And you know what the problem is too? One of these plugs is not working too well, so I'm afraid to move the laptop.
Right. Well, we'll figure it out.
But so today, Facebook. I knew about it. I didn't tell you because I didn't want it to go to your head. But
Yeah.
Facebook had to shut down for a couple hours because they knew we were going to broadcast tonight,
Okay,
and
so
they had to dedicate some bandwidth.
obviously.
But it was interesting. A lot of people were very,
Yeah,
very
I was surprised.
upset by it.
Yeah. The whole like, where'd my shit go? I thought for a second, like because here's I longboard. If you're watching, oh, he is. Look at that. He just tuned in.
Holy shit!
So
Tell me about that
longboard
timing.
will usually send me funny shit in my my inbox, right?
Yeah, interestingly, so I got him sending me funny shit at 2 a.m. And you answering fucking texts at 4 a.m.
Oh, sorry about that.
Nah, I don't hear it. I'm okay. You could be screaming that fucking answer in my ear and I wouldn't wake up.
I you know, timing is everything. You see, I clicked on his email, and as soon as I clicked on it,
His message.
that's when
The shit hit the fan.
Facebook at that instant went awry.
So
I assumed it was a bad email, you know.
So you're saying that he set you up. So what stream of racist epithets did you scream?
Oh, you
after
should
you
have.
thought
The first thing out of my mouth was that Guinea
That
motherfucker.
fucking
Yeah,
wop.
right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, greasy fucking guineas.
So, you know, I just assumed that's what I was like, well, maybe he got hacked and then the hacker sent, you know how they still hack and then they'll send the same message to all the people, you know, those people's friends. But that wasn't the case. It was not the case. But yeah, people were panicking. You know, what am I going to do? I don't know. For me, I mean, for Gen X, I think it's more of I think it's really whatever, you know? I think for us, we would be like, oh, that sucks, but we'd be like, okay. You know?
Dave texted me in a panic.
Was he in a huff?
No, he wasn't. He was just curious if I was experiencing the same problem, but I hadn't been on Facebook or Messenger for a while, so
Right.
Facebook, if it shits the bed, it's gonna take a while for you to see it because on your phone it's kind of stored some of the data, so it might take a while to update.
Okay.
So I looked at Facebook quick, and I saw shit, so I didn't think anything of it. But then I was signed out of Messenger, and I clicked the sign back in, and it just goes back to the sign-in screen over and over.
I know, and I'm like, dude, I think I signed in, and like, you know, the first fucking week Facebook was open. I don't know my password. I don't remember that shit. They were, you know, all that. So I was like, well, whatever.
Yeah, I use something I can always remember. I ate one, you ate one too.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, just put a $ sign at the end of it.
Oh, $sign.
Just $1 sign.
Just one?
We gotta add shit to my fucking password. Are you gonna confuse me?
That doesn't, you know, maybe that's not enough letters. You might have to have two, you know, more than, you know, 8 letters plus 2 symbols and a number. I'm just trying to help you out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get a fucking job helping people out.
You know,
Why does that annoy people
What?
that you're retired?
That's you know something, that's a good topic. I don't know why it annoys people. I think, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I annoy them. Maybe I'm annoying. I don't know. I could be annoying.
Okay, no, I would eliminate the maybe from that I'm annoying part, but I think
so
there's two separate issues.
There's a piece of me. I don't know. You know, I don't
chunk,
know
I
why
like to
people
call- I
would
like to
be.
call it.
Here's my thing. I don't know why a friend. I could see why people would be. I don't know why a friend would be. How does that sound? Because I would think a friend would be happy for you, right? And people that maybe they don't know how hard you worked, or you know, or what you've done to get where you are, so that you know maybe they just think that you got shit handed to you. I don't know, you know. So then that would make them maybe. I honestly don't know. I've always been happy for my friends when they retired.
If somebody starts working at 18 and retires at 25, fucking more power to them.
Absolutely.
I just want to be their contractor.
You know, or I'll give you an example. My daughter, I've been preaching to her since she was a little girl that the sooner you get into that workforce and you get into that fucking spot, you stay there and get out and fucking retire. That's it.
I don't disagree with you, but you making her take a landscaping job at 7,
Listen, hey.
that may have been jumping the gun just a bit.
Well, you know, it was either that or I had to hire out. You know what I mean? So she was lucky. I let her use the bottles that I didn't return.
Italians really don't like hiring out.
Right, you know what I mean?
like to keep it in the family. I get
So
that.
it's, you know, a little child labor.
Yeah.
Never hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
No, that's why they put the nets around the fucking iPhone factories in China now.
Oh, I know. That's so crazy.
I wonder if there's different nets and like different scoring on that. Like
far
if
as,
you
like-
can miss the first 2 but nail the third one, like you get
So,
points.
is there a bounce factor to the nets? Like, are they like almost like a trampoline bounce?
See, if I ran those factories, there would be, not only would there be a bounce factor, it would bounce you in a perfect
Higher.
trajectory back through the fucking window to the workstation.
Right back to your work.
And there would be a note there. You just forfeited your lunch period for the week.
Maybe the guy sitting next to you just stops for a second and goes, and then gets right back to work.
Yeah, back putting those speakers in those phones, bitch.
Get back to work.
Dave Rhodes said he'd love to be retired. Yes.
You know, here's the thing too. Okay, so all right, here's what I did. Okay, and I don't know why people have a problem, and that's not a lot of people, but there are some people. When they do, they make it known. But I took a shit job that paid good money, that had good benefits, and whether I liked it or not, I stuck it the fuck out, and I hated every minute of it. And anybody that ever worked with me can tell you that.
Well, you told me you hated working with Jenny.
Well,
That was the
that's. I mean, that's probably.
because she was like a slave master.
I mean, eventually they partnered us up, and look what happened. I retired. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah. Well, you can only sing "Old Man River" so many times while she beats you.
I
with
mean, she's brutal, man.
Yeah.
She make me carry her welding machines, make her welding leads, to weld blankets. I had to set everything up. Forget about it.
Yeah, and then you wandered the fuck off.
Well, yeah, she had welding to do.
Yeah, but you were her fire watch.
Yeah, but what do you want me to do? Stand there and watch you weld all day?
But she was welding over hay bales.
That's all right.
My feet will never be the same.
I was working. Oh, he might watch Henry King. I was working. He could tell you. I was a fire watch for this guy Henry King. He liked the page, and I'd fallen asleep during the fire watch, and a slag went down his boot, and his foot caught on fire. He was fucking so mad at me, man. But in my defense, I had 3 bruised ribs because I had a fight the night before. I was still fighting back
And that
then.
makes you sleepy?
Yeah, that fight sure as fuck did. That kid beat the shit out of me, man. So I had 3 bruised ribs that morning, so I needed a nap, man. And Henry was just...
You'd be the getaway driver that they talk about.
Oh, yeah, I'm that guy.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Where the fuck is he? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, that'd be me. I fell asleep and the slag went down his boot and his foot caught on fire and he fucking... Oh, man, he was so pissed off at me.
Gee, I wonder why. Some people just don't see the humor in you.
I jumped
into your.
yeah, he will now though. I think now that he's older, he's retired. He retired way before I did. And,
he got used to having a club foot. Basically,
yeah, once.
Now.
Well, yeah, once it almost kind of webbed it.
Once the 15th skin graft peeled.
He said it made him a better swimmer, but only in one direction.
Oh,
like
yeah.
He would do circles.
I bet you can kick the fuck out of a football now, too.
Yeah, right? Just a real...
Like a golf club.
You know? So, yeah, it was tough working with me. But my point is, I hated it, but I did it. And I put in the time. And the other thing is it's not as fun as you think it is because you're by yourself all the time, and if everybody around you's working, it's like you get kind of fucking bored, That's why I stop by where you are and I'll bust your fucking balls for 45 minutes an hour and get nothing done.
I liken it to like our little version of BJ and the Bear.
Okay.
Guess who's who?
I used to love that show, man. BJ and the Bear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I'm not really liking this whole new Geo that can get out of the house because used to be I knew where you were all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm on the Life's 360. You can just jump on my app.
Now I gotta look for you.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta search you out.
And I had no bars the other day. I was trying to text you. I had no service. I'm on Hawk's Nest. Not a good road to drive on. If you got a little
distracted easily.
Well, if you have attention deficit disorder, it's certainly
there's a curve or two.
I was like looking. I saw a couple of eagles, and then I'm like, "Holy fuck, man!" I'm like, "Somebody built this fucking road like this." What, they must have dragged in guineas or something from Sicily to build some shit like that into a mountain.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like the Amalfi Coast.
Because I know like I learned when I went out to Colorado that they brought in a lot of Italian architects to build the railways through the mountainsides, man. Because in Colorado they have fucking railroads that are like right on the edge of a mountain, like Hawk's Nest. It's fucked up, man.
Dave Rhodes says to stop by his job, and I bet you could find some place to skate around there.
Dave, I'm gonna stop by your job. I'll save that bridge for last. So I'll start. There's 3 other bridges I want to do. There's one in Damascus, and then there's one on Something Falls Road, which is like this really old suspension bridge. It's a small wooden bridge, 1 car at a time. I'm gonna go over that. And then there's the bridge that goes back from New York into PA that leads right to Dave's job. I forget the name of it, though. So I'll stop at his job.
That's a great distance.
What do you mean? To skate?
Between New York and Dave's job.
What do you mean? No, you just go over the bridge.
Where do you think Dave works?
He works in over by what do you call Hawley, out by Hollywood, out that way.
Right. What bridge? Maybe I don't know. What bridge goes to New York from
so
there?
if you go into where you drive through Hawley, the little town, you make a left like you're going to fucking Walmart, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then you
Yeah.
make before you get to Walmart though. There's that where the motorcycle dealer used to be. You make the right.
Okay.
Okay, that I believe takes you to where Dave's business is.
No.
No? Okay, so it doesn't.
No.
Even better. Well, that if you follow that road, it takes you to a bridge that'll bring you to New York.
Yeah, and there's a really cool RC car track up there.
There is?
Yeah, and this old mom and pop RC shop.
Oh, no shit. I like
Yeah.
that stuff. I have to go check it out.
And they have an outdoor track and an indoor carpet track.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'll have to go see.
But no, so
Mhm.
Dave Road works at there's a gas station on 6,
Right.
and between midnight and 8, Dave that has that glory hole.
Oh, is that where he has it?
Yes.
I was wondering now because I know he had bought a new mop for the area. So I just, for the little area.
Yeah, because now he doesn't work for me anymore. I franchised that out to him, so
Oh,
he
okay.
knows he's got to take care of.
He does that on his own.
Keeping
Then.
all
I
the
was
stuff.
wondering why he was looking for
Yeah.
that. Okay.
No. So, if you're driving past the high school
Mm-hmm.
and you make that left onto 590,
Wait.
right before you hit CVS,
There's a CVS. Oh, make the left before the CVS.
light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
that's 590.
Yep. Like you're heading out towards Mount Cobb out that way and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Dave's job is a couple miles up that road.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah. Actually, in Hawley and not Holy Honesdale, as you described.
Right.
Holydale,
Holydale. Hollywood.
if you may.
But okay. Okay. So I was totally thinking he was like someplace else, not where I was headed that day. So I'll have to. Wait.
While I do admit your trip would be fun,
I'm gonna.
but you'd never find Dave.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my longboard to his job and I'm gonna skate around the parking lot. I'll video it, and then I'm gonna skate right through the fucking shop.
Oh, it's good because, that's what they pay insurance for.
Yeah, I'll just roll through with my camera,
Some elderly guy on a
and
skateboard.
everybody could wave, and then I'll leave. Maybe I'll bring a sandwich or something for Dave. Make a stromboli. Make a nice stromboli.
The only thing that I would enjoy more than seeing that is if you were wearing one of those engineer outfits that you put little kids in with the bibs and that fucking hat.
Oh my god!
I don't know why I would enjoy that so much, but I would.
Do they still sell those hats? Remember those fucking
They
hats?
sell everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Just go to a store and tell somebody you have a monkey. And they'll they'll sell you that hat. That's the first first hat bin they're gonna go to.
Oh god,
Is the monkey engineer hat.
that's great.
So in this glorious retirement that you have,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of made some resolutions this year that you were going to spend your 50th revolution around the sun having fun.
Yeah, just having a good time, having fun, trying to. People fucking try to shit on it, but you just try to have fun anyway. I just try to have fun. Yeah, so I go.
Falling's not fun.
Falling
So we're
is
gonna
not
try to keep
fun.
that to a limit.
But you know something? I'm going to say this. Sometimes falling is fun because if you could laugh about it right after you're not hurt that bad,
I'll tell you
that
what.
shit's funny.
I'll be honest with you. You hit your head hard enough, you're gonna be laughing about it the rest of your
Oh.
life.
Like Vinny the Chin kind of laughing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah.
You're having fun.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm just
I like to call it like existential skateboard.
and I like to go different places too, so
It's like a zen.
it is a zen because it's just I
Let's just-
don't want to say the doctor said that I walk too much, but I walk too much. And, so I got into skating too to kind of still like to get around. But I me, I'll walk 30 miles, man. Like, no shit.
Yeah, you've been kind of fucking your feet up a little bit.
Yeah, I
right?
fucked my feet up doing that.
Yeah,
So
which is now what?
doctor's like, it's good to walk, but maybe don't walk so much. Take a skateboard.
Slave girl Jessie has to now maintain your feet
Yeah, right.
in anticipation of what was it you said? Maintaining your feet in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I'm good with that.
it's like practice.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, yeah, that's how it works. But yeah, I just trying to have a good time. I'll do that. I'll go to different places and just record it and shit like that. And then, yeah, or you know what I try to do too is I try to like find different pizzerias while I'm out too, like just to get good slices. This one fucking place, man.
Good or bad?
It was so bad, man. Like, it was so fucking bad that like they might as well have put it in a fucking air fryer and cooked the fucking shit. It tasted like shit.
Everybody knows you don't put pizza in an air fryer. You put
Yes.
pizza in the microwave.
Right, in the microwave. So just because you want to make it hard to bite through, you know. But
I want it to be like rawhide, rawhide with cheese.
This fucking one place, it was so fucking nasty, man. I'll tell you where is a good slice of pizza is I don't know, right in in Hawley again. There's this little Sicilian lady. She sells it out of that log cabin just as you go over the water there, just as you go over the bridge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I didn't know there was log cabin pizza.
Yeah, there's a little cabin just before you go over the bridge in Hawley on the right.
And tell me the truth: is she Sicilian or is she
No,
just
she's-
fat with black hair?
No, she's Sicilian. I know this because she told me so. We talked.
Okay.
And yeah, she's Sicilian, and they make a very good Sicilian slice, and their pizza's very good. And the lady, she's a very nice, you know.
Do they serve fried chicken and watermelon too?
No, you know, I think
Being
they.
Sicilian.
I think on Saturday
Okay.
nights they do that
'Cause
along
I'll
with a
go.
nice white rice.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
some oxtail.
Oh yeah. Do a nice turkey, egg, and fucking jelly sandwiches.
You know, I think oxtail would actually taste pretty good on pizza. I'm just fucking saying. I threw it out there. I
How
said it.
the fuck do you do that?
Oh my god! Did you ever have it? Did you ever have oxtail?
Oh, I think I pissed off Lisa Lucazzi.
Uh-oh. Why? Because I said oxtail on pizza?
No, probably because I said, was she really Sicilian or was she had black hair and was she fat? I meant as, you know, sometimes the older generation of Sicilians tend to be.
Yeah, my daughter's Sicilian. Hey, wait.
She's a younger generation.
No, yeah, I don't know. I think I would like some oxtail on my pizza maybe someday.
All right,
Try it.
explain to me, how do you eat an oxtail?
You can have it.
Fucking bone in that.
You can eat it right off the bone. I've actually just taken the tail and you just kind of do like that, like you would a
Okay.
chicken wing, or much like a chicken wing.
I can't do that with a chicken wing. It's one of the fucking the great failures of my life.
Okay, my daughter will clean a fucking chicken wing. It'll look like a fucking dog got to it, and a rib bone, same thing. Jessica, it's like a fucking. Yeah. But yeah, that or shredded like I've had it shredded with some like a nice rice and shit. It's fucking really good. We should go to a place. There's a place in Stroudsburg that serves it.
No, we're gonna make Linda make it.
Oh, she makes it?
She will when I tell her to.
Get on it. Tell
Yeah, that
her
shit
get
goes.
on it.
Dave wants it too. Dave may have actually saved.
Oh, Dave has some.
Dave might have a frozen tail.
All right, Dave, let's do it. Is he here?
I like Dave's tail. Linda Lopez says, "and black beans."
Sounds good. Tim O'Toole said, "Cup the balls and slide it in."
But we're number one. Linda voted us number one again.
Thanks, Linda.
So you think that shredded oxtail on pizza? Yeah, why not? Any kind of meat on pizza is good. And I'm gonna tell you something. And you're not gonna like it.
Go ahead. Got the fucking pineapple shit
Once in a blue moon, pineapple and ham.
on a pizza.
Yeah.
with cheese, with the nice cheese. Anything goes good with cheese. Like a fruit goes good with cheese. But I don't. You know why I don't like it? Because then the pineapple, right?
I just tell myself I'm not eating pizza. I'm eating
What do
fruit
you-
and cheese
You
with dough.
okay? Fruit and cheese with dough, and that's exactly what it is.
And what does the pineapple do?
It creates with the tomato. I just think it makes it too like an acidity. Like it
Too
burns my fucking
acidic.
might get
Okay.
like a burning in your chest. You know,
Ah,
it gives me
sh-
all right.
Gosh.
And
Well,
I don't
you got
need
some of that
this.
fucking Arm& Hammer.
You know, so I mean that's me though. You know, I don't know.
Okay, so that Daryl Fipstructor wants to know pineapple and ham with or without sauce. That's a good fucking question. Because I'm not saying I've had it often. I've probably had it maybe half a dozen times
You
in my
know,
life.
without the sauce, it might be a whole.
So pineapple ham like on a white pie maybe. I'm
That sounds good. That I could do.
trying to think of how I've had it. I think it was sauce on it. So for me, again, unless you're talking about true 100% authentic Napolitan Alfredo, I'm not a big sauce guy.
I don't use a lot either. I just use a little bit. I'm all about the pasta. That's why I make it fresh. I like to taste the fucking pasta.
One thing I do, again,
Yeah.
you're gonna get fucking angry with me.
Here we go.
When I have pasta, I like to put a little butter on it.
Oh, I love butter on it.
Okay.
I'm a big butter fan. Jenny can tell you. I eat the sticks of butter.
Are you a butter nutter?
I will fucking chew on a stick of butter. I will take it right out of the fridge and bite a chunk out of it, and yeah.
So that explains a lot because I know Jenny likes to freeze sticks of butter, and then when you're being particularly like cantankerous,
Yeah, I'm just.
she'll give you a frozen stick
I
of
sit
butter
in the corner
to gnaw
and
on.
I will do this. I rock and I gnaw on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that Kong that you used to stuff with peanut butter, you ended up eating the whole
I ate the
fucking
whole
thing.
thing. I took the whole thing.
Who would have known you were a power chewer? Or did you sit on it?
I sat on it.
Maybe she should have frozen that.
Yeah.
Tim O'Toole says butter is the
UKY.
UKY.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
All right, so as much as I am obsessed
Mhm.
and in love with the beautiful Linda Lopez that I stalk,
Of course.
even I can't bring myself to read the pile of shit she just dropped in the chat room.
Oh my God. Linda.
Hang on a second. Let me see. Where's the ban button? How do
I
you
think there's
ban
a,
people?
yeah, don't we have a moderator for the room? Throw people out? I think there's a room moderator.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah,
I've had enough of that one.
Yeah.
She's a real racist. She's racist against Italians.
She's not a big fan of Italians.
I don't think so.
No,
But that's okay.
no.
Not a lot of people are.
That Mike Verone jerk off. I think he's white bread.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
So I like the fact that you're getting out, you're skateboarding.
yeah, it's good. I don't get. It's very unscheduled because I don't like to be out too long. You know what I mean? I get the urge to go home. I gotta fucking make a beeline for the fucking house. So I don't plan anything.
Nothing
I
wrong
just
with that.
I kind of make a goal. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, well, whatever. And I spent the day staring at the walls. Kicking the dogs. Fun things.
Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff. Do you make friends at the skate park?
Oh yeah. Couple old guys, BMXers. They ride their BMX bicycles, and at the pump track, yeah, which is pretty cool. They're cool, man. They sit. The one guy, he's always there. He has coffee. He takes breaks. He'll go around like 3 times, and then he takes like a little sip of his coffee, catches his breath and shit, and then he'll whatever. They have fucking sandwiches or whatever the fuck they're doing. They make a day of it because
That's
Yeah.
how I used to be when I used to go to the range.
Nobody be there.
Yeah, you set up your shit.
Yeah, you have a sandwich with you, your coffee.
Yeah,
It's
sprinkle
nice.
a little gunpowder on it.
Yeah, you know. It's just and this is where the whole retirement thing come back to the retirement thing is that it's kind of part of the benefits of being retired is that you go to the park during the day like that, right? There's nobody fucking there, man. You got everything that you're now I see why these old people, they're always walking around the fucking malls and shit because there's nobody out. Everybody's at work, you know. They go shopping, they do all that shit.
Well, what's interesting is, and
nobody's
I
in your
never
way.
realized this until a short time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it's more than a short time ago. So that you can access a mall hours before the first store opens.
Yeah, just to walk.
Have you ever been in a mall when the only other people in the mall are wall walkers?
Yeah, it's a bunch of New Balance and gray hair.
Yeah, and squeak. You can hear the squeaking from the other side of the fucking mall.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. A lot of people do it.
Good Lord. Linda Lopez says 24 hours. So why do we have a homeless situation if people can go into the mall 24 hours a day?
Yeah, I guess you got to keep it moving. Keep it moving, buddy. Keep it moving. You know?
So if you're capable of walking all night, you have a place to go every night.
Or if you were to, like, let's say you laid on a Roomba, you know, one of those little electric vacuums that just kind of... So you could doze off.
You need two.
But
I think you need two.
But you know, you could doze off, but you would bump into the wall and just keep going. Security would be like, he's moving.
I'll be back in 15
yeah.
seconds.
Go ahead. Should I have my Jan Brady moment? Or
Fred.
what was it? Jan Brady? Who was the one that, who's the one on the Brady bunch that, froze up? Was it Jan? Which was, yeah, Jan. She was the goofy one. She was kind of the nerd.
Marsha.
I mean, they were all dishes. I mean, at the end of the day, in their own way. You know, Marsha, Jan.
Speaking of dishes,
Cindy
wait a minute.
grew up. Huh?
One of them was like 6 with a lisp.
Nah, when she grew up in the lady is, you know, when they did the reunions. I mean, come on.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Speaking of dishes, what do you like to like? Do you have a like a favorite comfort food?
Yeah, pastina. Hands down, with butter. And if there's maybe a little leftover sauce from the other day or something, a little bit of sauce. Yeah. I love it.
Well, you lost me.
Why? What happened?
No sauce on pastina.
Yeah, a little drizzle every now and then. And then you blend it, like you just mix it around. You don't need it. But if there's some left over, I don't like to make it go to waste. I'll put it on there. I'll use it with my eggs.
Giant stick of butter.
I know, man. You put it in.
It's basically pastina and butter soup.
Right? That's what it's all about, though, at the end of the day, isn't it? The butter with the pastina, the fucking... Maybe it's, you know, a couple pieces of stuck... The next day, right out of the fridge, I don't give a fuck. I eat it cold.
Pastina
man.
pot
It's all
stickers.
Stick together. I fucking just eat it. I love it.
I can't eat pasta cold.
No, huh?
Yeah. And Longboard Cookie says garlic butter. What better butter is there?
Mmm. That sounds delish.
Linda Lopez says, nice segue. Speaking of dish, I guess that's what she meant.
Italian prison tube.
Prison food.
Lube.
So I'm curious to hear what the people in the chat room, please, we have 9,000 people in the chat room, don't all
pretty
answer
good.
at once. I'm just curious, what is everybody's favorite comfort food? My favorite comfort food is a little more complicated than yours.
Okay.
But still simple. It's Olive Garden.
You really like the Olive Garden, you
Oh.
son of a bitch.
Well, because I like authentic Italian food, and it's hard to find.
Oh, let me guess. When your Uncle Vito comes from Italy and you want to make him feel like family, do you bring him there?
The luggage is still in the car,
Oh,
and we're
my
ordering
God.
appetite. We're ordering endless fucking breadsticks.
Do you remember those commercials?
Yes.
Do you fucking remember? Okay. Can I
And
just
can I
say?
just tell you, I've been to an Olive Garden once in my entire life,
Okay. I went to one once.
and that was yesterday. And I'll be back.
This was a long time ago. But do you remember those commercials, man? And they would have this
Taste of
guy
Italy.
and be like, "Hey, my cousin Vinny's in from Italy."
Vinny got to the airport on the back of a burro.
Yeah, and they got this guy, and they're all like, the whole family's like passing the fucking baby around the table. You know, like these fucking commercials.
See, I do remember.
Yeah, but I
It
don't.
was
And again,
ridiculous.
it was extremely ridiculous. I mean, you know, I wouldn't like go fucking suing anybody or crying over it or nothing like that. But you notice, like,
Who you suing?
nobody exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it don't bother. I think it's like ridiculously funny to me. You know what I mean? It's so over the top. But I wonder how that would play out.
Every caricature of any Italian thing is over the top.
Right, but now, what if they were to do that with just anybody
KFC.
else? KFC. What if they exactly? What if they would have not just that? What if they were to do that with Taco Bell? Hey, my cousin Juan, he's here from fucking Tijuana, and we want to make him feel like family, man. So we're bringing him to fucking Taco Bell. And there's fucking Juan, and he's got a fucking sombrero on, and there's dudes with the massive guitars. Right? And come on, right?
Yeah, that's a good or a Pepe's.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing, man. Right? And you had some dude like, oh, hey, I'm in the Poconos. My cousin, he's coming in from Harlem. We're going to bring him to fucking Pepe's.
Running in barefoot.
Come on, man. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, and there's a guy with a bone in his fucking nose, and they're all fucking eating Pepe's.
So Linda Lopez says her comfort food is pork chops. Daryl Phipps says his comfort food is Italian prison lube.
Gee, you're fucking killing me. He said, sorry.
No, honestly, my favorite comfort food is breaded chicken cutlets,
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
mashed potatoes, and corn.
Wow. That sounds delish. Sounds delish.
And I'll tell you what, I'm famously known as how do I word this? A food segregationist,
Okay.
or as I like to call it, a food the good old days. My food, it's not that it can't touch.
Oh.
I prefer it doesn't.
Even the corn and mashed potatoes? Do you do a little blend? You gotta blend a little.
Well, thanks for taking the wind out of my
Oh, I'm
sails.
sorry. I was just devastated that you didn't blend your
That
veggies
is
into
the-
your
that is
fucking.
one exception.
Okay. Now, and what about cheese? You put sprinkle a little cheese and no cheese on your potatoes.
So that has to be planned out. Because here's the deal with me.
Mm-hmm.
If a sprinkle of cheese is good, then a 1 pound bag of shredded cheese is better.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it takes over the potatoes becomes cheese with potatoes and not potatoes with cheese. I
got you.
I have to be prepared. I have to be in the mood for this. I have to know that I'm not going to have a bowel movement for a day or two.
You might want to dress it up a little bit too if you're gonna add the cheese, right? You might
Yeah.
want to throw some fucking bacon on that, crumple it up. You might want to now,
This could
because
turn into an afternoon-long adventure.
once you start topping your potatoes, the shit hits the fan.
So there are times I don't even eat the potato. I just eat the toppings. Do you eat the spoon?
I will eat the spoon.
So see, I don't eat the spoon. So if the potato is the delivery system for bacon, cheese, and sour cream, sometimes I spare the potato.
Do you really? Yeah, huh?
No. No. Do I look like I ever not eat something?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
He goes,
I like my food like a 1950s school. But I'll tell you this much.
Who the fuck said that?
I don't mind when the leftovers are being thrown into containers. I don't care if you put it all in one container at that point. Then I'm fine.
Yeah, huh?
And it's not even a thing like if somebody, because I know, let's be honest, Belinda Topez is a deviant person.
I know, so evil.
You know what she does? Because there's a certain yogurt, a certain fruit on the bottom yogurt that I like to eat top down. Because it's like a sweet vanilla yogurt, and then you hit the fruit on the bottom, and it's like the grand prize.
So you don't blend?
I know that only one specific gurt. Wow. Other yogurts that have that plain, absolutely plain yogurt taste, which is gross, I blend. Not only do I blend, if I could buy a miniature paint mixer for the house, I would throw it in there for 10 minutes.
You don't like the plain yogurt taste. I love it.
No.
Man.
But what this deviant thing does, and she'll tell you no. She'll tell you no to the day we both fucking drop dead.
Yeah.
She shakes up my fucking yogurts, is what she does.
Linda.
So I don't get to enjoy my top-down methodology on my yogurt eating.
She's just like...
Yeah. Yeah, and she swears she doesn't, but
You
I'm
get
no
the
dummy.
I've done it. I mean, I've done it, but I don't know why. How about... Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't know there was fruit at the bottom at the time. Maybe I just thought it was lightly flavored because you could still taste it a little. And then I hit the bottom and I was like, fuck, look at this.
Look at this.
Because I don't know why I would do this, but I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this sugar spike.
But yeah, exactly. Oh, you just go in. Tina says she likes, I can't, Mike, I can't.
See, Linda Lopez says you're supposed to mix it, you Neanderthal.
Mix what?
The yogurt.
Yeah, you got to mix it together.
Well, we just established we do top down
No, I've done it.
with the right yogurt. It's bread and basket or whatever the fuck ShopRite sells. I'm telling you, this is a fucking delight. This is a layered series of delights. There's no need to how you call race mix.
Really? Well, then I don't want anything to do with it.
I mean, I've been saying that for years. Pasta con sarde.
Okay.
Is that how you pronounce that?
It sounds right.
What is it?
I have no idea. It's
Okay.
pasta with sarde.
Oh. Well, that
Maybe
makes
sardines?
sense. I don't know.
I've never had it, Tina. I'll have to try it.
But how you gonna try it if you don't know what
Tina,
it is?
describe it to us.
Did you just invite yourself to this woman's house?
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, she just said, "Come on over." Oh, yeah, I was right. Sardines. Yeah. Okay, sardines. It sounds delicious.
Tina.
Okay, Tina. I love sardines. So maybe, this is something I'm gonna try. You don't need a lot of them. Just one. You just take one and you just do like this. Look, and you mix it into whatever you're eating, and you'll enjoy. It'll be there. Nice. I think you should try it. Have you ever tried a sardine?
Yes, my dad used to eat sardines a lot, and I
Did
have
he
tried
do it
them.
like that? Like, did he do like, yeah?
Oh, they were still alive.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, the fucking can, like we were describing the ham
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
The same thing as a sardine can. You just there's a ham packed in it.
I can even take them on. I like it on pizza too, but just a little bit. You don't need to give me a whole.
Well, a sardine's better than a fucking anchovy. Anchovies like eating a salty eyebrow.
Anchovies gets very. If you put that on a, I've been in houses where people order that and it takes over the whole fucking pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very strong.
But the last time we had this conversation, and
I eat it.
Me too. their longboard
But a
cookie.
little bit.
Thin sliced eggplant palm. I have to say, not a lot of things I brag about how I make. I make a very good eggplant palm.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did I have it?
Yes, I believe you
I
did.
must have enjoyed it.
You didn't throw it back at me.
You probably did make it. When did you make it?
I brought it to your house one time, and I think I made it again. And
It's
we
been a
drove
while,
somewhere.
though.
Jesus Christ!
been a while.
So you're gonna go to Tina's house when?
Well, I'm doing pasta sardines with Tina. That's gonna be like so. That'll probably be Wednesday because Wednesday everybody knows is spaghetti night. And then maybe Sunday. I'll do Sunday. I'll have to come.
Okay. Yeah, Linda says I made it for your 50th. And I think I know I made it once before, and I think I sent some over, but I don't remember.
You did. So I must have had a choice. But yeah, if you make it right, yeah. You probably made it delicious, I'm sure.
Another wonderful comfort food is macaroni and cheese.
Sure. Lots you could do with mac and cheese too. You could, add different cheeses. You could add. I like to add shit to it. Bacon is a big additive for me.
I'm gonna have to explain this to you. First of all, the only mac and cheese is the one with the powdered cheese.
Yeah,
not the creamy cheese. Not the creamy cheese. And you put butter in it, like everything else, and you put some milk in it.
Okay.
And then there's no reason to fuck around.
What about breadcrumbs? You want to put a little breadcrumbs on the top?
If I did a baked macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, come on. Let's make it. We put it in a tray. We make it nice with really good cheese and good pasta. Not that shit that comes out of the little what do you call it? The little cardboard box with the powder shit.
That's the best one. The store brand.
I mean, it is good. I'm just saying. I enjoy it, but I if I'm gonna make it like a nice baked fucking macaroni and cheese, man.
So this conversation, I'm sorry to bounce around so much.
No, go ahead.
This is now bothering me.
Go ahead.
The sardine conversation brings up memories that now I have to challenge you.
Go ahead, challenge me.
Last time we talked about sardines, you said, "Yeah, if I go to somebody's house and they're just laying out, I'll eat them."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I'll eat them.
So as a contractor, I enter a lot of different houses. I would guarantee I enter more houses in a week than you do.
Okay, but let me just say, I won't eat the whole can, but I'll enjoy it. Sure, if they're like, "Hey, you want one?" I'll be like, "Yeah, okay, why not?"
Okay, my point is this: after being in, I'm gonna say 500 different houses, not one time, I've seen candy dishes with Andes candies, peanut M&Ms. Sometimes the occasional Hershey Kiss.
Okay.
A licorice.
Yep.
Maybe if it's the right time of year, a peep.
Oh, yeah.
I've never encountered a dish of sardines just haphazardly laying out just in case somebody stopped by.
Well, I'll tell you what. You haven't been to Joe Conti's house because he's got them there.
Just laying around?
Well,
don't they start to smell?
If you remember on the last show, when we were talking about it, he was actually eating them, wasn't he? Isn't that why we brought it up or something like that?
I don't know. Joe Conti now he only eats like fucking red meat.
That and who else? Oh, and there's I don't want to say their names, but there's a family that lives off of Hemlock Farms Road that enjoys the sardines. And I went to their house one time, and they had out all these different dried fish and like just crazy shit, like Russian stuff.
Was it delightful?
Yeah, I enjoyed everything. There was everything was like heavily salted, fucking, but it was, I enjoyed it. Dried, like the fish, you could pick it up and like break a piece off and just eat it. It was weird, man. Good stuff. But yeah.
I don't think I would like dried fish.
You come across it. If I come across it, I'll eat it.
It just looks like something that washed up on the beach a week ago.
It does look like that. It's just, it's almost like fish jerky to me. You just, like a fish sheck and speck, if you will. Fish and speck.
What the fuck is a sheck and speck?
A sheck and speck is a very thin sausage. Almost like a Slim Jim. Sheck and speck.
Tina's still on here hawking these fucking sardines. I'm very disappointed. I'm gonna have to talk to her husband.
Ooh, that sounds good with the semolina. Okay, that's a Wednesday. Like I said, that's a Wednesday thing.
That's good. So I won't bother you tomorrow evening. You'll be amongst friends,
Oh yes, tomorrow Prince Spaghetti night.
eating dead fish in a can. Now Pepperidge Farm goldfish, I'll eat those all the time.
I think I have some at the house. Those are delightful.
Aren't they though?
Mm-hmm.
I
You ever
can-
separate them, bite them in half
Oh yeah.
before you crunch them? I do
What
that.
do you stuff them full of fucking sardines? We bite them in half and then put some sardine paste in there.
So it tastes like fish.
So it tastes actually authentically like fish. Yes. Well, you can rinse them in hemlock water, then let them dry, and they will taste. They will
taste
smell
like
like
something.
something.
God knows what.
Fish in a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and used the hot tub today, man. It was nice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did everybody respect the don't sit next to somebody in the hot tub rule?
Yeah.
Well, that's new.
That was nice. Last week I was there with Jenny and, just the usual New Yorker thing, with they don't space themselves out, So there was no shit. There was like probably 20-something chairs wide open. And then there's Jenny and I mean, in the middle of fucking nowhere. And this dude just comes and whoop, lays down. Like, it's just awkward. Like, you're just going to lay down next to a stranger like that?
Yeah, it's just weird.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. When there's all these other open spots, I don't know.
Tim O'Toole says sardines dipped in barbecue sauce and served on a Triscuit. Longboard Cookie says sardines with some olives and provolone. Obviously, I'm the fucking minority here. Well,
There you go.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything, but as far as the whole sardine thing, obviously,
Yeah.
it seems like maybe.
And again,
Is this like a fucking? Is it possible that this is like a Starbucks thing? Like this is a trend? Sardines are now trendy.
they're never trendy.
Can you make sardine tea? Like
I'm
you
sure
just
you could.
dip a sardine in hot water.
I'm sure you could. You could make a nice, maybe stir in a nice sardine paste, maybe,
Well, yeah.
to your milk.
The only time I've ever used sardine paste is in the production of Caesar salad dressing.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody knows Julius Caesar only ate one type of salad.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, there were a lot of Caesars. I learned that watching
Yeah,
Troy.
there were a lot of Caesars, but I think the one they're referring to when they say that one, I think is Julius.
Because wasn't there a salad Caesar?
Yes, there was a
Yes, that he ruled over.
there was a salad Caesar, and then there was he was related to the Cobb guy. There was a Cobb, and then it became Cobb salad Caesar.
Okay. His father was salad shooter, I think.
Yes, he shot from the hip.
Well, unfortunately, everybody is going to have to be billed for the extra 2 minutes and 30 seconds that we gave
Yeah,
them.
but that goes to their. I think that comes right out of their checking account if they're part of the monthly fan club to get this podcast.
Page 72 of the agreement, the end user licensing agreement, says that we remove expenses. We charge expenses too.
Okay.
So, well, thanks everybody for checking us out again.
See you next
See you next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah. See you
And,
next Tuesday.
This was fun. Have any parting thoughts?
Yeah, no, just no.
Building Dreams Contracting for all your contracting needs.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you see me, beep, beep and wave.
If you see Dredo, please throw a sardine at him.
Or donut.
That would make my life. Throw a sardine stuffed donut at him and
Now you're talking.
throw it at great velocity.